Assalamualaikum and hi, I greet to all of you. My name is Nur Awatif binti Nazri and currently I am in semester 3 Bachelor of International Business from UiTM Kedah. In this video, I am delighted to share with all of you the working culture in Brazil. Now, let's straight into the first point. Actually, there are plenty of working culture in Brazil, but I will only highlight 4 of them in this video. The first one is business structure. Generally, Brazilian companies value authority and respect decisions that are made hierarchical. This is contrast to some Western countries in which business are increasingly viewed as a team instead of relying on strict employee hierarchies. When doing business in Brazilian enterprise, it is important to know the corporate structure because it helps making business decisions effective and efficient. Second we have here is dress code. Appearance is probably more important in Brazil than anywhere else in the world. Brazilians have an eye for detail when it comes to clothing and looks. Dress appropriately and be professional. Thirdly is communication. Communication can be categorized into verbal and non-verbal. Among verbal communication, we have communication style. Brazilians can be very expressive and emotive in their communication. At times, they may interrupt others when speaking when they are overcome by their passion or interest in the conversation topic. Next is indirect communication. Despite their expressive way of verbally communicating, Brazilians generally tend to avoid conflict. In conversation, they will tend to gradually shift the topic towards something they would like to talk about. Also, you may want to pay extra attention to your language, style, and formality. For non-verbal communication, I will highlight only 2. First one here is physical contact. Brazilians tend to be quite tactile people. The touching of arms and backs is a common and widely accepted practices. Generally, public display of affection such as holding hand and kissing cheeks are acceptable. And next is gesture. Brazilians are often verbose in their physical expression, particularly with gesture. The purpose of gesture is to help emphasize their point of view on matter. And the last one is etiquette. Firstly is basic etiquette. We as Malaysians always familiar with the first come first serve phrase. But in Brazil, when it comes to the queuing etiquette, the notion of first come first serve does not always apply. Cutting in line may be tolerated if the person who comes later believes they are more important than others in line. Secondly is visiting. The Brazilians are generally easygoing. The etiquette for visiting their home is quite casual and relaxed. It is considered to be very impolite to arrive on the designated time. If invited to a Brazilian household, comes no earlier than 15 to 30 minutes after the designated time. And last one we have for etiquette is gift giving. Small gifts such as a chocolate bar are often given as a symbolic gesture of appreciation towards someone who does a favor. If you're invited into a Brazilian home, bringing flowers or a small gift for the hostess is a good gesture of appreciation. Now, let's move on to the do's and don'ts in Brazil. Every businessman who comes for business trip need to pay attention to this because it's very crucial to have a good first impression. First we have here is you should engage in discussion because small talk leads to better relationship. Good conversation topics can be about football, family, and music. It is also great to praise Brazil's beautiful beaches and appreciate the country's rapid growth. Second is be open to invitation to join in social activities such as a game of soccer. It is a great way to interact with others and to build stronger relationships. Third is you should show the compassion for people's problems and needs. It demonstrates a sense of consideration and warmth that is likely to be very appreciated by your Brazilian companion. And the last one is, when talking to a Brazilian companion, inquire into the well-being of their family, spouse, children, and etc. Family life is considerably important to Brazilians. And here are some things that you should not doing in front of your business partner. Firstly is you should avoid discussing or debating about politics, poverty, or religion. While these topics are not a taboo, not everyone is open to discussing them. Moreover, if it does come up as a topic of conversation, avoid expressing opinions in the form of a critique. Second is you should avoid boasting about your wealth, class, or hierarchy. Brazilians appreciate a sense of humility and being humble. Next is avoid being sarcastic or mocking during conversation. Brazilians are generally optimistic and light-hearted. And last but surely not the least, Never ever asking the Brazilian why they are not black. This is typically taken to be a hurtful and ignorant comment, if even the person asking is genuinely naive. I think this is the end of my sharing video on the working culture in Brazil and the do's and don'ts you need to pay attention with. I hope this video can be very informative and helpful for you. Until then, thank you and bye everyone.